Hey, hey, buddy. It ain't no good up there. It's all sealed off. The only way out would be to find someone with scanner access who can open the front door. I'm pretty sure there's a few scientists hiding out somewhere in the labs. Maybe with the both of us looking, we can track them down and get them to let us out of here. Roger that. Let's run like hell. Do you think this is the right way out? Bet you're glad I got this old sidearm on me, aren't you? Hey, does this vest make me look fat? You know that thing called motion? Let's get a little bit of that going. You're not scared, are you? Let me get out of your way, Doc. Are we all set yet? Are you thinking what I'm thinking? You think anybody's gonna believe all this? Alright, let's get moving again. You think there's a cold beer for us at the end of all this? Here, let me get out of your way. Hey, did you hear something?